Well, that's enough of that anyway. I didn't change the title, did I? No, I didn't. You know what? It's the week before Christmas, and things are just. That's all there is to it. Let's just be honest about it. Let me do this. We are giving up on calling this the non-commute show. We are, in fact, setting this up to be just the show. Because, well, at this point, the circumstances that make this the non-commute show aren't going away anytime soon. Because we are in a stupid pandemic. So, why not? So, hi. 2 days until Christmas. And 8 days until we celebrate the day that Texas was invited into the United States of America. So, big important holidays, both. There's a lot of holidays that happen these days, and that's why I say happy holidays. If somebody really gets onto you about saying happy holidays, if you live in Texas, you're still, we're celebrating Texas entry into the State of the Union, by golly, and just watch them kind of look at you in confusion. Much like you're looking at me now. Oh, there we go. Yep. I can already see that things are just as exciting on the Facebook side of things as I thought they would be because I managed to put the wrong screen in. However, I did manage to get the actual description of the show in place, which is nice because I didn't have that earlier. So there it is. Oh, anyway, hi. Those of you watching live and those of you watching in reruns, this is Tobias. This is my show. I'm going to do some things. And of course, we will start with our official, unofficial sponsor, Ray's House of Monoliths. Get yourself a monolith. Put it out for everyone to see. Yeah, get yourself a monolith. The absurdity will set you free. It doesn't really matter whose party that you're with. So let's all make it weird. Get yourself a monolith. Ray's House of Monoliths, we deliver, just don't ask how. Turns out there's a Ray's House of Monoliths. I'm going to be in so much trouble. So, here we are with the show. The show, indeed. And I shall be doing, today, 1 cover and 3 original tunes. We're going to start weird, and then we're just going to... I don't even know what direction we're going to get. Sometimes we start easy and simple and pretty and get weird. We're going to start weird, go pretty, get weird, and then get even weirder. Because that's the way this works, really. Let me check something here. Yep, I didn't think it was set. I didn't set any of this stuff. I'm going to put you here, and I'm going to make some changes so we can fix things. Because, I mean, really, I have not been good at doing all of the due diligence involved in doing all of these shows. I really haven't been. It's kind of embarrassing in a way, but on the other hand, this is 157 of them, and you'd think I might actually be allowed to cut myself a little slack? Maybe? I mean, I might, you know. Watch as we earn while we learn. Or try to, anyway. And even better, if I go into studio mode, I can actually see what I'm about to massacre here. To see how bad this gets. Oh, man, that's really just too darn. Gotta fix that now. Whoa! Oh, totally screwed that up. Put that back. Where are you now? Words. Ha! I completely destroyed the fourth title, so that's really good. We're just, you know, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been under a lot of stress lately. And as such, I think that we're doing just fine. The title of that is not Honeydew, it's Honeydew. Haney is somebody else entirely. I just typed Haney again. Why? Because I got no brains. No brains at all. Alright, fine. We'll just... I don't even know what I did with it, anything. Apparently I threw it somewhere. Off in the distance somewhere. That's alright. We'll fix that later. I'm not worried. Actually, we can fix it right now. I got no idea what I'm doing, and we can all tell, can't we? By the way, we're having a very momentous occasion. I am having gutters installed in the house. That's right. We are getting gutters installed in the house. That means we are officially adults and stuff, because gutters are a big deal. I mean, you know, for one thing, in Texas, it does rain, and it rains like all at once. Right at you like God's own fire hose. And consequently, if you don't have gutters on your house, then you basically can't go outside because you live in a waterfall. I mean, just simple fact, man. That it's really that is the case. There we go. Okay, I fixed all that stuff. So we're getting gutters, and that's a good thing. And we're getting all that, and we now are officially back to where we need to be. So I can now go to... Oh, yeah, let me add that. I'll add one more thing in here just to make it nice, because I have a tendency to put an image up when I do this one song. Wow, I am really out of practice of doing this. That, or I just need to get more sleep. So this next song is in fact one that was inspired by the internet, and oh look, here it is! Oh my god! Yes, Space Burrito! Because I saw a link to what is actually an old YouTube video, and in that old YouTube video, Captain Chris Hartwell was up there, and Hatfield, sorry, and he put together a burrito in space, because the guys from Mythbusters were teasing him about not having fresh fruit up there in the International Space Station. And so at Space Burrito, I need to write a song. That's actually kind of how a lot of my songs happen. We'll get into Fish Puncher in a moment. Space Burrito, burrito in space. 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 Flying high above Mother Earth. Need a lunch of significant girth. Flour tortilla floats into the room. Space Burrito will save us from doom. Space Burrito, burrito in space. 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 Space Chefs Hatfield and Desjardins use some black beans and zero green cheese. Want some carne and freeze-dried arroz. Add Tabasco and there it goes. Space Dorito, burrito in space. Not Dorito. Space Burrito, burrito in space. Space Burrito, burrito in space. Space Burrito, burrito in space. Zero-G dining was such a chore. It's greater than the stuff we had before. Like a quesadilla, but there's much more. better than the space sandwich of yore. Space burrito, burrito in space. 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 Yeah, that's true. I may have had my mind on the gutters, or in the gutters, or near the gutters. The gutters are very shiny. They are copper colored, and they're shiny, which is good. Once upon a time, a very long time ago, way back in the days of yore, when I lived in California, we had a house in California. We had new gutters put on the house in California. They were copper gutters. They were gorgeous, beautiful copper gutters. And then the day job, we were both working for Yahoo at the time, moved to Oregon. So we had to sell the house and move to Oregon. And in order to make the house marketable, they painted the copper gutters white. I'm not bitter. I'm just disappointed. And that's what it looks like now if you go stalk the house on Google Earth, which is what I do on a regular basis. Mostly so I could remember what the heck I did and where I lived. Because I have lived in a lot of places. I've moved 40 times. I'm 53 now. Most of those moves, the first 26 of those moves happened before I graduated from high school. And no, we were not on military. And no, we were not in the witness protection program either. I'm getting a call. I am not taking this call right now. I'm busy. I love you all. Do something else. So the next song is a cover, and it is a pretty cover, and it is Honeydew by Jimmy Buffett, and I'm very fond of it, and hopefully you're fond of it too, because I'm going to play it now. You never try to keep the wild ones home. But mister, don't just sit there and wait. Go out on the town, making all of the rounds. It won't matter if you're your own date. Vacantly occupied, sat on the beach until my body got fried, dreaming of your pretty eyes up in South Carolina. I can't pronounce my R's and G's when I'm speaking Southernese. Honeydew, honey, coming to me again. I seen your fat cat style, 300 pounds, the jive-ass smile. Young girls giggling all the while, that's not my cup of chowder. I go for candlelight, cold champagne nearly every night. Honeydew, a little toast for me and you. Honey, why couldn't you have taken that non-stop train? I'm hungry, and I really want to see you again. I know it's getting late. The waiter keeps staring at your empty plate. Later D keeps telling me, sir, she's just not coming. What the hell does Garcon know? We've been through all this before. Honeydew, honey, come and do me again. Honey, why couldn't you have taken that non-stop train? I'm hungry, and I really want to see you again. Vacantly occupied, sat on the beach until my body got fried, dreaming of your pretty eyes up in South Carolina. I can't pronounce my R's and G's when I'm speaking Southernese. Honeydew, honey, come and do me again one more time. Well now, honeydew, honey, come and do me again. Oh, well now, honeydew, honey, come and do me again. Fairly pretty, slightly awkward, but aren't we all? Oh my goodness me, 157 shows. We are now in the throes of the near end of December. I will be working tomorrow, and then I will be off on Thursday, which means that Thursday's show could be the special extended dance mix version of the Troubadork show. We're not even calling it a non-commute show anymore, because who's commuting anywhere? So it's probably going to be a longer show, which means I'll probably catch some folks that can't get here for the 4:30 to 5 o'clock slot, and that's always fun. I'll do probably a lot of things. We are busy here at Casa del Adequacy on the house known as Odoroki in the undisclosed location in San Antonio, Texas, which is currently having gutters assembled and put onto this building. I have actually signed a contract with Paper Angel Press, these folks right here, for 2 books. We're going to reprint Artisanal Gibberish Volume 1, and we're going to print Artisanal Gibberish Volume 2, and if I can manage to do it without dying, I'm going to do an audiobook of the first one. That's all going to happen in 2021. I know, right? Man, I mean, also, you know, we've got this other completely deranged project known as THUD Bukit, which is everywhere now. You can actually find it on anything that has music on it. Just about. You can probably listen to it on your Xbox. It's on Spotify. It's on Bandcamp. It's on CD Baby. It's on Apple Music. It's on Google Music. It's on iTunes. It's on YouTunes. It's on TheyTunes. It's He, She, Us Tunes. It's probably even on Pandora. And it's a fun project. We're in the single digits now on the listeners, and I appreciate that, because every time somebody listens to a song on Spotify, you get 0.4 cents. So we're working our way up to making like 4 cents, and that's awesome. Do check it out though, because it's everywhere, and we'd love to have you listen to it and tell us what you think of it, and spread it around, and like send it as a Christmas present to people you're not that fond of, or people you really want to confuse. So that is that. Now, the next song we're going to do is one that we have done before, and of course, well, that I have done before, and I realize that what I'm looking for now, I'm missing one very important... No, I actually did put it on there. Good. I thought I was missing one very important thing, and I didn't. So what we were doing is we're going to do this song right here. Yeah. We are going to do un grand song, un grosse songen. Grosse song is a pretty damn gross song when you think about it. It's a happy little song. Complete transition from the previous song stylings. And sing a happy little song about gambling, drunkenness, and defenestration, yeah. I was gambling in Helsinki, down upon mine luck, or a lot of these big Flemish guys. I felt that I was stuck. I thought I was a gonna sure surrounded by mine foes. Then I discovered Hasselhoff, and he solved all mine foes. But here it, this very handy pamphlet right here, this, the Hasselhoff maneuver, which goes like this. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. just grabs them by the crotch once and throws them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Well, I made my way out of there, once I fled down to the bar. I happily sipped lager, maybe 2 or 15 jars. Some massive Swedish mercenary spoke ill of my ma. I did not think I could escape this peril quite unscarred. Once then it came to me, you know what I should do is I should use the wisdom of the master of combat, Oscar Hasselhoff. And he says, just grabs them by the crotch once and throws them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grabs them by the crotch once and throws them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Well, I gathered quite a crowd by the great feat I did perform. I ordered me another round, for I had grown quite warm. When time to pay the bill came, please for credit were or scorn. And so I tried to stand my ground, my fate was quite forewarned. For I discovered that they had actually hired a currently unemployed Oscar Hasselhoff to be their bouncer. I was thrilled, like, Master Hasselhoff, guten Morgen, Sie geht's! And he grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Well, that was darned effective, I thought, as I was passing through. He grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Yes, it seems the fenestration works on me as well as you. Everyone sing along, happy song. Just grabs them by the crotch, and then throws them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grabs them by the crotch once and throws them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Grabs them by the crotch and throws them out the window. Available wherever violent books are sold. I always feel so much better after I sing that one. So here we are, down to the last song for this run. And this is a song that I wrote. It started out being kind of a friendly, happy, kind of fluffy, kind of almost a Jonathan Colton kind of song, really. And then I realized that I don't write a lot of happy, fluffy Jonathan Colton kind of songs. No, I write fast-moving, slightly bonkers, freewheeling songs, making use of a lot of strange chords. The A chord is not a weird chord. F sharp minor is kind of weird. G7 is, the seventh chords are just fun. The plan. My buddies got the means and by them I'll stand. When it comes to world domination, I'm their biggest fan. Well, I just can't wait to watch their plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. World's a messy place, so much to solve. My friend will let the challenge quell their resolve. They're gonna need some friends to implement their plan, and I'll be quite happy to be their right-hand man. Well, fourth or fifth in line. Somewhere in the administrative ranks. Someone's got to take care of the paperwork. Well, I just can't wait to watch their plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. They're not evil, don't get me wrong. Their intent's moral, their ethics strong. They're simply gonna guide us to a better land. You'll barely notice the firm yet gentle hand. Well, I just can't wait to watch the plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. Well, I just can't wait to watch the plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. Well, I just can't wait to watch their plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. Little pretty ending on the end there. Put a little button on that thing. And so we come staggering forward as we bravely march toward the new year and wonder if we've left the heat on too high. It seems kind of warm up here for me. Not for Amy. Amy was born on the sun, or near the sun. She was born in Laredo, which is about as near to the sun as we can get here in the United States of America. But here we are once again at the end of another Troubadork show. No longer calling it the non-commute show because we're not commuting, and we may not be commuting for a while, and that's okay. Well, thank you all for hanging out with me. Those of you watching live, those of you who are watching in reruns, those of you who came in, watched it, went, what the hell, and left, fine, that's okay. Tell your friends. It'll confuse them. We got a few plugs to go through, so let's go through the plugs, shall we? I'll scoot over this way so I'm not completely clocked out by this box that tells me it's about the folks that did put some money in the bucket, courtesy of paypal.com/theadequate and Venmo @theadequate. That would be Eric and Robert and Rick and Emily and Miranda, all of whom have decided against their better judgment and all other indicators that they might want to contribute to adequacy in our lifetime. Also, there is the increasing horde of people who are watching me, my small but mighty Patreon peeps, up at patreon.com/theadequate, and that's Austin and Chris and Teppo and Shay and Linda and Ann and Stephen and Rob and Alicia and Relly and BK and Kaylee and Richard and John and Brian and Lorene. And they, in exchange for that, get previews of songs, including the one I just did, Fish Puncher Octopus, which was inspired by something I saw on the internet, because, you see, there was an article on I think, Gizmodo's Earther about how they've been doing some observations, and it appears that octopus just like to punch fish. Not for any reason, just want to get out there and, who doesn't want to punch a fish occasionally? I thought Fish Puncher Octopus, and then I had to write a song. So that's up there right now. Previews of other things have also happened, including When I Help My Friend Take Over the World, I Couldn't Run Away from the Fae. Pretty much all of the stuff that I play here, I have previewed at some point on Patreon. You also get access to buttons and ebooks and physical books, and the $10 a month level is You're So Darn Smart. You write a song where you tell me to write a song, and I write it and I play it. The $2 a month level or above, you can give me something to promote down here. And I will, because that's the kind of guy I am. So that's patreon.com/theadequate. Any money that comes in through any of these buckets goes right back into trying to make this show better. And that's been in the form of cameras and production equipment and website hosting and stuff like that. So I'm not like, I'm not being an internet billionaire by any stretch of the imagination. I'm anti-Elon Musk. We've already talked a little bit about, let's talk about the archives real quick, which are over here, behold, at facebook.com and twitch.tv/TobiasTheAdequate. That's a Tobias the Adequate fan page. Twitch keeps 2 weeks of shows open. SoundCloud.com has all of the recorded stuff that doesn't involve video. YouTube.com/MPLaguerre has all of the stuff that does. Nice trade. And of course, Ask Philo just wound up at anchor.fm/theadequate. You can go back and listen to it, or you can listen to it on Spotify, because we're on Spotify too. Every time somebody listens to something of mine on Spotify, I get a penny. Well, they listen to the podcast. I get a penny because of the ad. I have one ad, and it's for anchor.fm, and it's in the anchor.fm hosted podcast, so that's Circle of Life. THUD Bucket, go listen to it. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, play it loud, annoy people. And that's about it. Yeah, that's everything. Here we are, once again. Thank you all for coming with me on this voyage. I have written something like 40 to 50 songs in the space of about 8 months. And many of them are decent. I'm going to be doing a lot of them. I'm going to do some tomorrow, and then on Thursday I'm just going to go berserk until we're all tired. New Year's Eve, I have no idea. I have no idea. We are generally boring old. We're a boring old couple now, so we don't stay up for midnight. Although we kind of have to because people tend to set fire to things and do fireworks and stuff like that unless it's really raining hard. So we may still be up. Anyway, but New Year's Eve is also Thursday, so we might do a long show there as well. Who knows? It's all kind of a mystery. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Mask up if you have to go out. Be safe. Be careful. Be kind. Be absurd, because absurdists often find the truth, and incrementalists can change the world. Just slowly. Y'all have been wonderful. I have been Tobias the Adequate. Thank you for encouraging my behavior. See you next time.